An army convoy is heading for the inland disaster zone to help residents salvage their homes. 120 Defence Force personnel will join emergency services in spearheading the massive clean-up in flood-ravaged Mitchell and Roma.
We'll be able to provide some relief to those people that have been working for the last 28 to 48 hours trying to clear away debris and reclaim their homes.
Queensland Governor Penelope Wensley has been lending her support to evacuees from St George. They were moved from the RNA showgrounds to Kangaroo Point apartments.
I think I might have a good bed to sleep in tonight instead of the mattress on the floor. I fell out of it the first 2 nights.
40 people are still in Brisbane, many more in Dalby.
And it could be weeks before those locals can return to St George. Renee Henry is there. Renee, it does seem that things seem to be getting worse before they're getting better.
That's right, Bill. In the words of the Premier today, it seems there's no end in sight. As for the river, though, it's been steady at 13.95 metres since 6 a.m, so nearing its peak if it hasn't already done so. This makeshift levee continues to protect the majority of the town. The problem now, though, is a damaged weir on the outskirts of town and a waterlogged sewage system affecting 25% of homes. It can't be fixed until the river recedes. That could take days, if not more than a week, and that determines when residents can come home. A ghost town for a third day, the majority keeping dry, but residents still not allowed to return.
Until we can assure people that it's safe to return to St George, we will have them back here.
There are new threats. East of the township, the Mooloolaba Weir is damaged. A structural failure not likely, but possible. That would send a surge down the Turragee Channel, straight for the region's cotton farmers. They're now working frantically to build higher levees. Andrew Seville is one of many desperate to save his crop. Government grants are now available.
We're just consolidating levee banks, preparing for the worst and hoping for the best.
The farmer and his family have been isolated for a week.
Currently we have to boat 8 kilometres down to the irrigation area through floodwater just to water the crop.
And wife Amelia is pregnant.
So it's good that I'm only 19 weeks. That I'm not at the end stages.
Several chartered choppers are stationed out of St George. For as long as there's daylight, they're doing food drops to isolated communities. Some evacuees have tried to get back into St George via cut roads, but were turned away by police. Authorities want flood-damaged sewage pumps fixed first, and for now, they're inoperable. The Mayor says that system, along with dozens of homes, wouldn't have flooded if her request for state and federal funding wasn't knocked back. Donna Stewart wanted to build a permanent levee to protect downstream parts.
You know, I'm hoping now that the state and federal governments will reconsider their position.
The challenges just keep coming. Water is covering so much of this part of the state now the floods can be seen from space. This is a picture taken a month ago on NASA's Terra satellite. This second snap shows the extent of the swollen rivers. It was taken on Monday with the Balonne River in flood in Queensland. The large blue area in New South Wales is the flooding around Moree. And as for all this water, well, it's rushing towards Dirranbandi, yet another town bracing for a record flood, most likely tomorrow.